Parents should love their children equally. But some children grow up knowing from the way their name is said to the way gifts are given that love doesn't come in equal portions. This is not about jealousy. This is about growing up in a home where love felt like a competition and someone else always won. Today, we bring you 3 true stories of children who were never the favorite, and what happened when they stopped waiting to be chosen. Right. Or so wrong. Story 1. Rachel's story. Rachel grew up in a modest home in the suburbs. Her parents weren't rich, but they believed in structure and fairness, or so they said. From a young age, both Rachel and her sister Claire were told, "We've planned everything. You'll both get an equal share when the time comes." Rachel believed them. She wasn't the loud child nor the rebellious one. She followed rules, cleaned up after herself, said please and thank you. But Claire sparkled, straight A's head of the debate team, popular without trying. Their parents beamed at her, and Rachel watched, quietly. After high school, Rachel went out of state for college. Money was tight, so she juggled part-time jobs to keep up. She didn't ask for help, didn't want to be a burden. Meanwhile, Claire stayed close, moved back in after college, said she and her husband were saving for a house. Years passed. Rachel built her own life small apartment freelance gigs, a cat named Milo. She'd call home once a week. Sometimes no one picked up, no return calls. Then came the message from her aunt. So happy for Claire and Tom. Heard they got the house. What house? Rachel called her father. He sounded tired, distracted. Oh, yeah, we signed over the house to them last week. No warning, no conversation, not even a mention, Rachel asked. And no one thought to tell me. He hesitated. You're doing fine, sweetheart. Claire really needed the stability. That night, Rachel sat alone in her kitchen, lights off, phone still warm in her hand. It wasn't just the house, it was everything it represented. Years later, when their mother passed away, suddenly Rachel flew back for the funeral. At the wake, Claire handed her an envelope. Inside was a note in their mother's handwriting. I know you feel left out, but we did what felt right. Please try to understand. Not an apology, just a final rationalization. Rachel left before the service ended. She didn't cry. She didn't look back. The house she grew up in was now Claire's home, remodeled, painted, reshaped. Rachel's bedroom was now a guest room, the name she carved into the doorframe gone. She hasn't been back, and she never will. Story 2. Daniel's story. Daniel was never jealous of his brother Adam. Not at first. Adam wanted to be a doctor from the age of 10, and their parents wanted to say, our son is a doctor. So when Adam got accepted into med school, the family celebrated like they'd all made it. Daniel watched as his parents dipped into savings, took out loans, worked overtime. They paid every cent tuition, housing, books, even a new car so Adam could focus. And it worked. Adam graduated top of his class, got a job at a hospital in Chicago. Their mom framed the degree and hung it in the living room. Daniel, 2 years younger, wasn't flashy. He liked drawing buildings. He wanted to be an architect. When he got into a solid state school, he brought them the letter with hope. His mom smiled. His dad said, that's great. Then added, but we can't help you financially. We're still paying off Adam's debt. Daniel paused. You spent over $100,000 on him. You can't help with 5 or 10 for me. His dad shook his head. Architecture's a passion, son. Medicine is a career. We have to be practical. So Daniel got practical. He worked the night shift at a warehouse, took out small loans, lived off ramen and peanut butter. It took him 6 years to finish his degree. No one came to graduation. He celebrated by buying a $12 cake and eating it alone in his car. Over the next decade, Daniel built a quiet life. He designed schools, community centers. He sent birthday cards to his parents, called on holidays, never once brought up the past. Then during a brutal winter storm, his dad called. "The roof's leaking bad. We're thinking of refinancing. Can you co-sign?" Daniel stared at the phone. "Sorry, I'm tapped out." Click. A week later, his mother left a voicemail. "I can't believe how cold you've become." Daniel never responded. Because debt doesn't always come from banks. Sometimes it comes from being second. And after a lifetime of paying a loan, Daniel stopped loaning out love. Story 3. Emily's story. Jake was the favorite. Everyone knew it except their parents, who swore up and down they loved both children equally. But the signs were everywhere. Jake broke a neighbor's window. Boys will be boys. Emily forgot to wash dishes, disrespectful. Jake failed 2 classes, the teacher had it out for him. Emily got a B+, not your best effort. He got a dog. She got told she wasn't mature enough. But birthdays. Jake's included balloons, bounce houses, a magician once. Emily's a dinner. Quiet, no photos. Still, Emily tried. Honor roll chores, no complaints. She tried to be small, agreeable, to not ask for too much. It didn't matter. The day she got accepted into a college across the country, she told her parents over dinner. "Why would you go so far?" her mom said. "You'll break your father's heart." She went anyway. No one helped her move in. No one called that first week. Emily built her life from scratch. She graduated, got a job, fell in love, married in spring. Her parents weren't invited. Years passed. Then a photo arrived in her inbox, Jake holding his newborn. Subject, "Your nephew." No message. She didn't reply. When their mother fell ill, Jake called. "She misses you. Come say goodbye," Emily asked. "Did she ever say my name?" Silence. So she stayed home. People say family is forever. But for Emily, forever doesn't include forgetting who you are to make someone else feel whole. Some doors stay closed for a reason. 3 stories. 3 children who were never the favorite, and 3 people who stopped asking to be seen. Favoritism doesn't just hurt. It reshapes people. It redefines home. It decides which memories are preserved and which ones are painted over. So we ask you, if your parents made their choice and it wasn't you, would you forgive? Or would you disappear too? Let us know in the comments. Pick a side. Right. Or so wrong.